Hi guys. Story time. So I was living in Yankton. This was, I would say, over about 5, 6 years ago. I was living there, and the big house I was at, um, at first it was fine. Nothing was going on, nothing out of the ordinary. Um, but all of a sudden it started having some weird happenings. I remember small animals that we had all started dropping, getting sick, dying. Some animals that we also had that were fine, but it was the smaller ones that was always those sick ones. And I remember one night I heard movement downstairs. I went down there, nobody there. Things were open. I think I was the only one home at the time, so there was no way that anybody could move it. So I was sitting there one day, and then I saw a shadow in the kitchen um, move from one side to the other. I was in the living room downstairs, and when I saw that, I thought it was my roommates. So I got up, went and checked, and to see how they were doing, if they needed help with anything, etc. I showed up, and there was nobody there. No one was in there. Nothing was going on except for a door open by itself. I'm like, that is just crazy. Um, and then, months would go by. Animals got sick. They ended up dying. We would always find dead animals in the house. Um, Bones up around the whole place. The whole 9 yards. And I remember one night there was this little musical box that played. It was like a Christmas music box. It was on the table, and it started playing by itself. I was upstairs in my room, and I went down there and saw that it was moving. I asked my roommate, who was in his room, if he did anything, and he didn't. No one confessed it. There was no one that touched it. Um, then we went ahead and put that back into the closet, got it out of view of anyone, and then as we put in a closet, we went away, and then we woke up the very next day, looked down at it, and it was already out. It was out of the closet. It got moved out of the closet on its own. Um, I remember my ex and I had a little mouse. That little guy was healthy before we moved into this house. Um, this house, it was all right, but there was just a weird feeling in the air all the time. From the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed, there was always a weird feeling, and it was a feeling that I wasn't too fond of. But then, when I was getting ready to move out of the place, I remember looking up in the window and seeing a dark entity just standing there, looking out at me, and I was like, "What's going on?" And that dark entity was either an incubus or a succubus. So that would explain the weird deaths of the animals which it was feeding off of. Things moving on its own. This house wasn't that old. I think it was built originally in the 1920s. I don't know what it could have been used for at one point in time, but it was definitely haunted. So that's the story of the house I lived in Yankton, South Dakota. It was a pretty fun year of work, of living. Made friends, lost friends, made allies, lost allies, the typical. But let's go ahead and let's switch it over to the word generator, see if we can get somebody to talk through there. So let's do that now. Anybody there? You guys are probably hearing the wind right now. Is there anyone that would like to speak to us? Speak to the viewers? It's some quiet time right now. Did I just say a word? I didn't hear it. Let me unplug the microphone. Hold on. Is there anybody there? Would you like to speak? Just generate any word, any phrase, anything you want. You can put sentences together.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice what? Oh, got scared by a stuffed animal. My bad. What's the sacrifice? Or should I ask, who is the sacrifice? So far, they're not speaking except for sacrifice. I should see about getting my Spirit Talker app out to see if it matches up. Hold on. Getting this fired up. Is there anyone that would like to communicate with me? And again, production is still postponed due to the weather. I mean, today was a pretty good day, but the nights is what's delaying it. It's loading up. I'm loading this up so I can test it out with this session. I have this one going, the Ghost Tube, and Spirit Talker app going. It's just loading right now. So When that's done, then I can see about the 2. Alright, here I go. Is there anybody that would like to communicate with me right now? Anybody? Got sacrificed. You got 2 devices to use. You got the ghost tube word generator, and then you get the
Feel.
Feel what?
Did.
Feel did? Dude, this is awesome. Sacrifice, feel did.
Hide.
Hide?
My baby.
Hide my baby? Sacrifice did my baby. You sacrificed your baby? I'm not getting it. This says hide and feel. So what happened to your baby?
Manifesting.
Manifesting? Are you manifesting yourself here in my room? Because if so, go ahead. Cast a shadow, make something move. That's moving because of a fan, so that's not part of a ghost. Just letting you know. I just want to validate. Is your baby manifesting? Got 2 different going at the same time. I wonder if it could be the same spirit. Is it the same spirit talking on both?
One lady here.
One lady here? Did you sacrifice your baby? That's crazy. I just asked if there's a couple spirits here, and it literally said one lady here.
Mildred.
Mildred. Is that your name? It said Mildred. It's probably reversed, but you get the gist. It says one lady here. Mildred. Would you like to explain to me if you're the one with the baby? It seems like you're liking this device better than this device. Can you tell me why?
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with you? What do you mean, don't mess with you? Like, don't mess with you with which ones you choose? Mildred, are you still there?
She's over there.
Over where? I just asked if Mildred is still here, and she said, apparently it says, is there another spirit coming in right now? It says she's over there. That's after I asked if Mildred's still here. How many are there here right now? How many of you are here? I get mixed up. Tongue twister. Can you come in on this device? Say something out in here.
Beware.
Beware? Beware of what? Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes. Say something. If you need help, whatever you need.
I had an injury.
You had an injury? What happened? Excuse me. Oh, what kind of injury? Did it have to do with respiratory stuff? Mildred, are you still there?
I'm innocent.
You're innocent. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and close out the spirit talker.
Sentenced.
Sentence? Did you say you're innocent, but you're being sentenced? Okay, so this said I'm innocent, and that just said I'm sentenced. Or sentenced. Like, what happened?
Guilty.
Guilty? So you say you're innocent, but yet sentenced and guilty.
Haunted.
Keep going.
Haunted. Keep going. Did you hide your baby?
It's them.
It's who? It's who? Mildred, are you still there? So you say you're innocent, but that said you're sentenced guilty.
Pain.
Are you in pain because you're sentenced and you're guilty? Who sentenced you? I was going to end it, but it said keep going. Well, you need to be kept going. Can you say something on here? Say something on my phone.
Military.
Military? Military. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close this session out, okay? I'll pick this up again tomorrow. Is there one more thing any of you would like to say? Speak now.
Tree.
Tree? What tree? Alright, well, I'm gonna close this app out. So, here I go. Turn that off. Put the pick in here. Alright. A little bit more, and I'm closing this out. You said tree. What tree? Mildred, are you still there? Now, it said a child. Are you the one that was playing in my nephew's toy box one day? I'll upload that video so you guys can see it. Either in this blog or in future videos. Alright, 5 seconds. Alright, thank you for the session, guys. Got some really good responses. Would you guys like to say goodbye?